Hi, this is LLopez with my SLP212 Expressive language video. Today I'm going to be demonstrating to a group of about 6 students in a classroom setting. The age ranges will be about 7 to 9 years old, 2nd through 5th graders. We will be at a kidney-shaped table where we'll be sitting. It will also be height appropriate for comfortable learning. Our focus will be expressive language. The goals and objectives for this lesson will be to learn and understand the concepts of word associations and also an emphasis on describing things. In order to meet that goal and objective, we're going to be doing an activity called Pick Your Pumpkin. This activity will also be incorporating other things, turn taking, saying sentences, following directions, and we're going to have the Halloween theme since Halloween is just around the corner. We are going to start off first by the students learning the concept of associations and describing, so I will teach that skill first. This is going to be an interactive, hands-on lesson. It'll be auditory, visual, as well as a little bit tactile as well. Hopefully it'll be fun for the students. So I'll start off by saying today what we're going to be learning about are associations and describing things. And associations are words that go together somehow or are related. For example, how are these words related? Cake, presents, balloons. What could you tell me are some words that relate to these 3 words? And they may say birthday party, candles, and so on. So I would go ahead and keep doing examples until I felt they understood associations. Next, I would go to describing things. Describing things means telling about a person, place, or thing. Tell me about it. And we have 4 category circles on the board. So for example, I have an orange. Kaylee, could you tell me the size and shape of the orange? Tell me about it. Yes, it's round, small. Kaylee, how about the color? It's orange. Good. Texture, bumpy. What about the function of the orange? What does it do? Well, you can eat it. It's a fruit. Kaylee, the location, or where is the orange? Well, at this time it's in my hand, but where else are oranges? They're in trees. You can find them at the grocery store. Very good. Once I've done that and I feel comfortable everyone's understanding these concepts, we'll move to the activity. Every student is going to be picking their own pumpkin out of a bowl, and on each pumpkin, each student's going to have a different pumpkin word on the front of their pumpkin. This one happens to be tree. On the back, there's going to be 6 blank lines. This is where they're going to write their association words, and these association words are to associate with the pumpkin word. For example, Kaylee, what is your pumpkin word? Tree. Okay. And what I'll have is every student's going to turn their pumpkin over on the back. They're going to write down their 6 association words. This one I have an example: branch, leaves, apple, bird, tree house, kite. And each student will go ahead and write their 6 words. Then I will go one by one and I'll say, okay, Brian, what are your 6 words that relate to your pumpkin word? So he would say his 6 words. Now, to make this more challenging, I would say, Brian, could you tell me why you chose leaf, apple, bird, and so on? So have them tell me, how does leaves relate to his pumpkin word of tree, and then go down the list. To make it a little easier, maybe a student can't think of 6 words. In that case, I may prompt them or cue them, and I'll say, Kyle, what is something that flies into a tree? A bird. Good. And then put down a bird. What kind of fruits grow on trees? Oh, an orange. Good. Put down an orange. Now, once we are finished that, we're going to go on to the next portion of our activity, which is describing. You're going to need a fuzzy dice, and there are 6 words on the back. So the first student is going to roll the dice, and let's say they roll a 4. And I'll say, Kylie, what is your number 4 word? She'll say, bird. So I'll say to Kylie, go ahead and explain to me the size and shape, the color and texture, function and location, to go through all 4. And then the next student would go ahead and roll their dice, whatever number they rolled, they would go ahead and say their word. Okay, kite. Tell me about the size and shape of the kite. The color, how does the kite feel? How about what does a kite do? And the location, where is this kite that you're thinking of? Is it in the tree? I'm going to let them be as imaginative and creative as they'd like to be, just to make it fun, so they're using their mind and really the emphasis on expressing whatever they're thinking or whatever they came up with. To make this more challenging, what they can do is they can actually just go through all 6. So I'd say, Kylie, read all 6 of your words and then go ahead and tell me with all the category circles about that word. If a student is a little bit challenged by this activity, to make it easier, if they rolled the dice and it came up 1, okay, branches is number 1. And if they could not come up with any of the category circles, then I would help them along by prompting them, okay, you have branches. Can you tell me something about the branches? Are they thorny? Are they long? Are they big? And just prompt them along for their examples. And that concludes my lesson.